A lot of us made a resolution to get healthy in the new year, no doubt, but there's one important fitness goal you may be missing. So my first guest says the most important thing women can do, especially those over the age of 40, is build more muscle. Not for a six-pack or for more toned arms, but for longevity. Tanna Fox is a certified nutritionist. She's the founder of Motherline Nutrition, and she's here to help us all understand the importance of muscle mass. And I have heard this is something that's really important to work on, especially as we age.
Absolutely. I think sometimes we think, oh, age comes and it won't be that big of a deal, but we can do some things to make it so easy and effortless and prevent a lot of long-term health problems.
Well, that's what I was going to ask next. What happens if we do nothing?
Yes, that is, I'm sure we've heard of osteoporosis, right, which is the bone density loss, but there's another word, sarcopenia, which is muscle loss. And as we age, our rate of losing muscle increases drastically. And it's something that even if we do nothing, we just will lose muscle mass. So it doesn't sustain itself. We have to work at it. We have to build lean muscle mass, sustain it, maintain it, and it really will prevent a host of injuries. It's like the fountain of youth. It's something that I totally believe can change the way we age. Everything from our skin to being free from injuries. I mean, there's not an area in your health that it does not help.
These are all the good things that can come from having more muscle. We flashed it on the screen for a second, but yeah, there are four big things. Metabolism is one of them.
Massive. Metabolism, sometimes there's that old myth of like, oh, my metabolism's slow. Yeah. I've just gotten old. It's fine. It's no big deal. Funny enough, your metabolism doesn't actually just slow down with age. What happens is our metabolism slows because our liver gets a little bit gunked up, but mostly because we lose muscle mass. So for example, on average, a pound of muscle can burn about 60 calories in a day. Wow. A pound of fat burns about 2. So wouldn't you rather have the lean muscle mass to keep your metabolism and your body moving and going? So even without worrying about how fast my metabolism is or things like that and other ways to try to diet, whatever you do, more exercise, just gaining more lean muscle mass actually helps more than we even realize.
And then also, especially in this season where everyone's sick, everyone we know is sick, right? Sick. You're saying yes. It can help with our immune system.
Oh my gosh, drastically. So because your immune system actually helps sustain itself the same way a muscle does. Like it's kind of like if you were to try to pick up a 5-pound weight. In the beginning, it would feel really heavy. Eventually, over time, with practice, it lifts with ease. Your immune system works the same way. In the beginning, if it's weak, it kind of, has a harder time fighting off bugs, but as you can strengthen your immune system, it fights off so much quicker. Your muscles and the mitochondria and the cells inside your lean muscle mass help fortify your immune system at the same time. So there's so many benefits that actually can improve, again, this longevity, this goal that we have to really age well comes from gaining lean muscle mass.
And you also say higher energy, less stress.
Yes, yes.
2 things we all want.
2 things we all want. It's amazing to me how everything we do to take care of our body reduces our anxiety, right? It helps relieve the stress. It helps gives us an outlet, if you will, mentally. But truly, there are physical reactions that happen when we just care for and strengthen our body. Our mind's clear from, and truly we just are able to move without pain, which is a beautiful thing.
I think sometimes when we think about building muscle, people have this picture in their head of some big muscly person. Totally. We don't have to have that in mind, but the key is lifting weights.
The key is lifting weights, and more often, especially for women, sometimes we're afraid of this bulk look, right? They think, oh, I better just stick with the 5s and 10s. But we probably should be lifting more weight than we think. So if you're used to picking up a 5-pound weight, try your next workout picking up a 10-pound weight. The heavier you pick up your weight, the more your body actually learns how to adapt with this. So for example, if you were to try to, if you just lifted 5-pound weights, your muscles would never have an opportunity to actually grow. But picking up a heavier weight, it feels the stress. It feels that pressure of like, what's happening? Oh, I've got to rise to the occasion. And then it allows for your body to actually utilize the full capacity of the muscle fiber, not just what we're comfortable with, right?
Dang it.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
And I want you to talk to me about this because I hadn't ever heard this phrase before. There's a difference between something called fast twitch and slow twitch training.
Yes.
What are those things?
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you asked because this is sometimes, there's lots of women that probably lift weights and men too, and we're used to our routines. But are we using both types of muscle fibers? So fast twitch and slow twitch differ very slightly. Actually, they differ slightly just because the way they're in our bodies, it's mixed everywhere, but in the way they're used. So fast twitch does something that needs a quick burst of energy, maybe like a giant bicep pull-up, right? Or if you were to sit down and do a squat, you need that movement. Your fast twitch muscles provide your body with quick bursts of energy.
Okay.
So you can do something, lift something, push something, pick something up. Slow twitch allows your body to do more long-term movements, running, swimming, right? Even like a Pilates class or some calf raises, something small. Your body has fast and slow twitch muscles all over. Like, for example, fast twitch muscles are going to be like your
Calves?
Calves are slow twitch. My mind's like blanking. But it's going to be like your hamstrings,
Okay.
right? Your biceps, your triceps. Those are fast twitch.
And you
Slow
need
twitch,
both.
and you need both. Our
Okay.
body has both. So we
Okay.
have to train both. Calves are the slow twitch. Because if you walk, I mean, you
That's
can
just
walk
always
for a
going.
long time, running, long time. But if you're only a runner and you don't ever work those fast twitch muscles, your body breaks down quicker. But if you're only lifting heavy and you don't take time to maybe go for a bike ride or a swim, you also weaken those slow twitch muscle fibers. So it's really important to get a variety in the way you train your muscles.
Okay, in the minute we have left, let's talk food.
Yes,
Because
okay.
you're saying protein is important, but also don't forget carbs.
Yes. Sometimes women are afraid of carbs as well, like the bread or the oatmeal or the muffin or things
Yeah.
like that. But what happens when we're lifting these muscles, we want to go for like that burn, right? You know how you feel that hot burn when you're lifting that weight and you're like, okay, I can't do 5 more. I feel the heat. What happens is your muscles are literally ripping open into little tiny microscopic tears. Your body will just heal itself, right? And you'll go on. But while they're ripped open, these little tiny hot burn that you feel, we want to dump in as much protein and complex carb as possible. That is actually what will change your muscle mass faster than anything, is following it up with a great post-workout protein. So, and of course the carb builds the muscle just the same way. If you're gonna go on keto or do other diets like that, that's fine as well. Majority of your carbs should be right after you weight train, and you will start to see transformations happen in quick as 3 to 6 weeks, just depending. It's really awesome because your life starts to feel different and you have more health and energy and vitality.
Wow, she knows her stuff, everybody, right? Thank you so much,
Oh,
Tanna.
so fun to be
You know,
here.
this is really interesting. And where can people get more advice? We obviously need to know more about all of this, and we don't have time.
Oh, well, I have an Instagram
Okay.
account, Motherline Nutrition.
Motherline
Yes, and I
Nutrition.
give a tip every week, so it's kind of fun to follow along and ask questions, learn more, because it is different for everybody. So I'm happy to answer any questions or help anyone in any way.
Great. Thanks, Tanna. Okay, we will post a link to Tanna's Instagram page on our website, studio5.ksl.com. Just search for muscle mass in the search at the top of the page to be directed to that link.